Imagine someone secretly records your voice. A few minutes later, they play it back, and suddenly, you make the exact same face. Wait, do I really sound like that? Almost everyone on Earth has experienced this moment. Actors, singers, YouTubers, teachers, even professional voiceover artists. But here's the weird part. The voice that sounds normal to everyone else sounds strange to you. Why? Is your recording wrong? Is your brain lying to you? Or have you actually never heard your real voice your entire life? Today, we're going to discover one of the strangest tricks your brain plays on you. And by the end of this video, you'll never hear your own voice the same way again. Think back to the first time you heard a recording of yourself. Maybe it was a WhatsApp voice note, maybe a school presentation, maybe a video someone secretly took. Most people react exactly the same way. That can't be me. My voice isn't that annoying. Why do I sound so weird? But here's the crazy fact. Everyone around you thinks the recording sounds completely normal. Your friends hear it. Your family hears it. Nobody is shocked. Only you are. Why? Because the voice in your head and the voice in the recording are actually two different voices, and you've spent your entire life listening to only one of them without realizing it. Let's do a quick experiment. Right now, say your name out loud, just once. Sounds normal, right? Now imagine I secretly record that same voice and play it back to you. Suddenly, it sounds thinner, higher, different, almost like someone else is speaking. But how is that possible? The sound coming out of your mouth is exactly the same. So what changed? The answer is something most people never realize. You don't hear your voice the same way everyone else does. In fact, you've never heard your voice the way other people hear it. Not once. Not in your entire life. Here's why. Sound reaches your ears in two ways. The first way is through the air, and it's calais. Air conduction, when someone talks, sound travels through the air, enters your ears, and reaches the inner ear. The second way is through the bones, and it's called bone conduction. When you speak, the vibrations from your voice travel directly through your skull to your inner ear. Because of these extra vibrations, your own voice sounds deeper and fuller to you than it actually sounds to other people. If you listen to a recording of your voice, those skull vibrations are missing. You only hear the sound that traveled through the air. That's why your recorded voice sounds higher, thinner, or strange compared to the voice you normally hear in your head. In reality, the recorded voice is much closer to how other people hear you every day. You can notice the opposite effect by plugging your ears while speaking. Your voice will sound much deeper because you'll hear more of the vibrations traveling through your head. One-line summary. Your voice sounds weird in recordings because you're hearing it without the vibrations that normally travel through your skull when you speak. Many people have many questions like, why do so many of us hate the sound of our own voice in recordings? Answer. One reason is that you are not hearing your voice the same way. When you speak or sing, you actually hear some of the sounds through your head. When listening to a recording, it's all going to you ears. Q2. How can you hear what your voice sounds like to other people? Answer is, you can place two sheets of paper in front of your ears while speaking. This can make your voice sound closer to how other people hear it. Third, the question is, why does your voice sound different in recordings? A. When you speak, vibrations travel through your skull and change how your voice sounds to you. A recording does not include these vibrations, so your voice sounds different. And if you're want. Tips for accepting your own voice. It's natural to dislike your recorded voice, but you can learn to accept it by frequently exposing yourself to your own voice, focusing on improving speaking and singing techniques, and shifting your mindset to appreciate your unique vocal qualities. If you learned something new today, make sure to subscribe, because every week we explore fascinating facts, hidden psychology, and strange mysteries that most people never think about. Subscribe now, and I'll see you in the next video.